As we mentioned, it's a one power airline today. Radio Democracy, they ask question if Salon they face political threats. Well, people wait on the follow national issues. Remember, say August 10, 2022, the country been faced serious security issues. Social security officers and the civilians then be lost their life and plenty property then been damaged. And 3 months back, the police informed the public, say they don't arrest some security officers and member of the public on allegation of coup attempts. And on 26th of November this year, we see attack on the military store and ammunition store in Wilberforce, and also attack on Pademba Road prison, and also the peace of the nation being threatened. So for sake of this Radio Democracy or their activities here, Radio Democracy, they ask if Salon they face a political threat at all. For can help we discuss inside to the edition of the program Good Morning Salon. I will not introduce we studio guests them earlier, but in case you just they join we get the Acting Executive Director, Campaign for Good Governance, Kendema. Once again, good morning and welcome to the program Good Morning Salon.
Good morning, and thanks for having me here.
Yes, of course, people in the follow Campaign for Good Governance, no say now a democracy support NGO where they open Salon and CGG, they promote the building of democratic institutions, transparency, accountability, now governance, active citizen participation and political process, voter education, human rights, and the rule of law. Make we get Sakendema at the studio today as one of the studio guests them for help we discuss this issue. And also, earlier we don't introduce the Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education, when I use Keke Thomas Sandy. Once again, good morning and welcome to the program Good Morning Salon.
Well, thanks for having me, and I'm happy for talking to the people about this issue.
Of course, people in the follow-up know say the Minister of Minister of Information and Communication, but then add civic education, we mean say more public education needed from Muna and interaction with the public, not only with the press again. Make we get you as one of his studio guests then. And today we ask a very big question. Salon they face the political threats. I will ask you first before I ask Sakendema.
Well, I think when President will address the country on Saturday, President be very clear, now paragraph 23, where after the President declare say, waiting happen on Sunday the 26th, now be a military coup, a failed attempted military coup. President carry on for say, he say, as government, we could deal with this coup as a law and order issue and not a political, tribal, or religious matter. Now, the reason why that is important is the fact say June 23 we don't come. People let them go to the polls. Elections don't done. The president don't win the elections, they don't declare him as winner. After the elections, the APC then begins issues with the elections, and we began dialogue where then we did. So don't done with that one day. So after elections and all those, the mediated dialogue, we don't set up this committee, the resolution them back we don't make, we don't know with the political issue. Anything after that one day, now a law and order issue. And now a law and order issue because we feel say we get a set of people where the president rightly described as hoodlums them, where intend and make sure say this country are threatening the peace and stability of this country through an attempt where they make for overthrow the government where we don't elect through legitimate means. And we know also very clear, Section 3 of the Treason and States of Affairs Act 1963 as amended. It tell you, say, if anybody, whether a prepare or in the endeavor for overthrow the government through illegal means, that person they treason. Now, obviously, as the investigation ongoing, we don't get certain things that we don't unfold, where legitimately go don't raise issues and questions about whether the motive, because remember say, when police pull them press release on Monday 27, then talk say that they launch an investigation into the fact and the motive behind it. Now, so far from what we don't get, we don't realize, say, like certain people where them obviously be involved where during this Sunday incident, for instance, the leather boot, for instance, the Suriba, for instance, also the Kaba, a few other people. these were people the way the investigation also say these were former bodyguards the way be they with the former head of state. Now, all of those subject to the investigation for me then look at waiting at the motive, waiting at the issue, whether than they related to any politics, this investigation will show. But as a government, we think say we not they under political threat. What you don't like you don't highlight, we they under people them way intend for overthrow this government where people them don't elect through elections. And we feel say that law and order issue there, that security issue there, nothing we're not good for this country. Because when you look at all what's happening, for instance, you ask yourself the question, why of all places you go get set of people where go target Wilberforce, where they near outside the presidency?
So more questions they follow that. We were asked earlier if Salon they face political threat or not. From you, now yes or no?
No, we not face political threat. Like I said to you, the issue at hand, because you know, let's discuss this issue in the context. The context of this issue and what's happening on Sunday now that we get people that win a hoodlums where then come out then set themselves for overthrow the democratic elected president where we be not elect in June. Right. And therefore, if one mix them up with politics, it could be a problem. Like I say, there are facts that we don't unfold during the investigation. We don't raise questions about whether the motive, whether it was political motive, you understand? But it's a separate matter. Right. But for now, we deal with them like a lot of other issue, and people like will know say the investigation also say these are like way they prepare and they endeavor for overthrow the government. And so far, right. I could just give you a quick statistics of the arrest that they don't make. Right, for sure, say the government really take this thing very serious, and as until way like the president right. say, we will follow the evidence wherever it lead, and regardless of anybody's status, right. the law will take a full course.
We can look at the number of arrests them I don't make. Other countries then we could on they happen, then get reasons them, and one of them now that condition of living, the mineral then we governments maybe not they use the right way. So from the angle of government, what do you think saying some of the cause them we make Salon or people one stage go na Salon?
Well, I just think say, like I say, some of the facts that don't unfold, they eventually will tell whether they had political motive wouldn't do them. You understand? But you talk about, for instance, cost of living, high cost. Around the world, many countries then they have issue with cost of living. But not to every year or every other month, person will say, okay, then we'll try for overthrow government. No, it doesn't happen so. You understand? Because we also know, say, even during this incident we happened on Sunday, you realize say there are videos the way people let me they show say it's so German them be the pass and say, oh, we are not go buy yes 1 million again, hardship and waiting and call. Nobody not come on do. What did he tell you? He tell you say yes, indeed. People understand the constraint and the challenges where every government they go through, where this government they go through. And they also know say just in November, the government we don't care go budget na parliament, we don't highlight what you want for do.
Okay.
You understand? So therefore, this not to any issue about cost of living.
Okay.
This not just you meet up say you get people them where set themselves out for make sure say they overthrow a government where we as citizens don't elect, and therefore whether a question of whether they have a political motive, this investigation will unfold. And added to that, let me just say one thing, because obviously we're talking about politics. So we also know say of course the National Organizing Secretary by Mamoud is in detention. What's happening in that circumstance?
We can look at the arrest.
So no, I will just want to explain to you from like one tangle say.
We they come to you, but earlier we don't mention series of events that we don't happen in the last 1 year 6 months. Mm-hmm. The August 10 incident of 2022. We get the arrest of some security officers and also members of the public on allegation of attempted coup or planned coup, and also the issue of November 26, where you go say investigation still go on the matter of November 26, but the August one, one way down, perhaps somebody go say don't complete because they don't say, and also the arrest of then military officers, then security officers them. For you, Keke Thomas and D, you think say all them riots or their attempted coup way government don't describe them as now issue of politics or issue of social issues or social problem?
Like I said to you, the motive of why people decide, set of people decide, say they will overthrow the government who don't democratically elect, go be political. The motive. Because the investigation get for show what's happen. You understand?
But you already now don't tell you within the investigation, don't say na police.
No. And they tell you say waiting the police they do now for investigate the facts and the motive.
But you already
I also don't tell you say
as political.
No. I also don't tell you say the investigation go unfold whether the motive behind it na political. That it get for be with the investigation. But they tell you say as a government, this is purely a law enforcement issue and not also social issues. Because we also don't see, say, I don't give you an example as well, say, when the soldier man them, some of them way na their hoodlums they are with them come, part of them video they be the show and tell people and say, let's not go 1 million again, the hardship be this, let people come out, don't come out there. Nobody don't come out. We go tell you, say, you understand? People understand the challenges that the government they go through. You understand? So therefore, we're not able for IBN all of them excuse them. And you talk about also the incidents that were happening. We talk about the 30th of April 2020, where you remember the prison break were happening. Remember the incidents were happening with McKinney, Tumbo, and few other places. Them. You also remember obviously the August 10. So again, you get to ask yourself the question, from April 2020 to August 2022 to July, where the police people press release say they also investigate certain senior military officers them for an allegation of treason. And to this 26th November 1, what he make now just under President Bio in your time since he don't come. You don't get series of the incidents that will happen. Because remember, say, almost 10, 11 years under the former government, you understand it? We know they get all the issues they already happen. So these are all things the way, you understand, people will look for ponder over and ask questions. Now, what's in they happen?
Quickly, Keke, before we go for break, you mentioned, say, 11 years, that's not me they happen under former President Kuma, now under President Bio, then thing they happen. What in government they do, what in presently government they do wrong, or government they do wrong, we don't get an issue, they are over 3 times now.
Government do nothing wrong. Like I said to you, there are set of people who just determine, say, then go get power or then go overthrow government through illegal means. You understand? That determination there, now something where government take very seriously, or they investigate. Now the president say we go deal with them like the issue of law and order. So when means say where the evidence lead, regardless of anybody in status, whosoever he lead, whosoever he go, the law will take in full course. Right. And I make president also tell people and say, you understand it? You know, in his speech, it give you a narrative of outside the country don't go. How over the years we don't be very resilient as people. How we don't protect your peace, protect your democracy, and make yourself get stability. Because at the end of the day, this also is about Sierra Leone. This also is about our country. And I make president, even in speech, he was very grateful to the citizens there. Because, like I said to you, for make you get people them way come with this kind of determination and their assailants then divided into 3. You get some who are serving military officers, you get some other one who are ex-serving military and police officers there, and you get civilians there. You understand? So this investigation, once we know the facts, also will determine what is the motive, why then people are decide say, okay, we'll be forced then your president in us, Lord target will be forced. Moriton will get the main dome on a joint logistics unit. We get all the ammunition there. Why then go target attack Moriton twice in the same day? Why also then go na Panemba Road? We know how cookie happened in this country. We know 1997. When they overthrow, we know Johnny Paul be there. Why also they Atlan there? Why then target Panemba Road? All that one they don't tell you say, them people there, then be get one intention. Right. And the intention for make sure say they overthrow the democratic elected president of Sierra Leone.
Continue for the with me inside the program. In name now Yusuf Keke Thomas Sandina, the Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education, as there for talk about different issues then will happen this BNTM and Radio Democracy. They ask if Salone they face political threat. We'll go for a break. We'll come. We'll go talk to the other studio guest, Sakendema, when the Acting Executive Director for Campaign for Good Governance.
People when I go take your money and go. All-time network problem. What's me go do now?
Any Salone Commercial Bank branch, kiosk or sub-agent them all about na the country. Then get the money service business. You go able take money where they send for you na MoneyGram, Western Union, Small World, and Ria Money where they over 150 country them. With the Ria and Small World, this na for we brother and sister there where they oversee. Then can able send money direct na Salone Commercial Bank accounts. Na Salonia, like they one day we want bill us or they one day we want kawaka or for support their family them. Then can they oversee and put money inside them bank accounts.
How for do all this if I dey over yonder?
Easy, me brother. All you for do now for download the Rare and Small World app them and put your personal information them. Now you that. Remember say you forget valid ID card and the correct code where the person send for you for go take you money.
I want send money from your uncle upline.
No worry. Salone Commercial Bank column Salone Link whether the local transfer and Million Salone Commercial Bank money where anybody can go na any Salone Commercial Bank branch, kiosk, and then sub Salone Commercial Bank agents there. Any sign at the country and tell the teller say you want send money upline. Then go do your transaction and give you code where you go send to your uncle. But your uncle forget valid ID card and the code where they give you. Send and to them so it go take you money. Salone Commercial Bank they look for agents them where they do money transfer for partner with them.
Waiting at the sub-agent.
Sub-agents na people that will get business. We want for do money transfer service for Salone Commercial Bank. This service will give you good commission. So go na Salone Commercial Bank and go register or call them na this number here 077-714-792. Then go talk to you fine one.
Salone Commercial Bank, delivering value. People when I go take your money and go.
The program na Good Morning Salone where they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Still inside the studios, we get Sakendema, Acting Executive Director, Campaign for Good Governance. Now, Mr. Kendema, this morning we na Radio Democracy they ask if Salone they face political threat. I throw the question to you again.
Thank you very much. 98.1 for we una get winner here. As rightly mentioned, Campaign for Good Governance, we are a non-governmental organization. And as a non-governmental organization, we exist for increased citizens' participation. And we do that through advocacy and through civic education, so that at least we'll be able to get an informed civil populace. And we believe, say, when we get an informed civil populace, that they help for build the country in democracy. This question, I think, don't be a question when they play in the minds of people for the past years or for the past months or for the past weeks as such. But for get a better understanding of this, we get to understand what we talk about political threat, waiting at some of the key things. Would they do this so that at least we lay people them way they are the communities, we granny them way they are for make them for understand, and from there then give for make their own conclusion as such. You see, in state governance, when you begin see events or incidences, we get a tendency and get the potential for affect effective and efficient state governance. Now a worrying trend that. And when then thing they are begin to occur, what are the key things that we see? You see a situation wherein you experience erosion of legitimate authority to make collective decision. You see a situation wherein you notice inability for provide public service. And you see a loss of physical control of the territory, or you begin to notice monopoly on the legitimate use of force. And even your interaction with external bodies, they get an issue as such. So you look at several reports, and the essence of some of them report them here now for able to give we a clear understanding of who say we dey and what would they do. Because they can normally say, you know, they see yourself, you only see yourself through reflection. And some of them research there are now a reflection of what in the people and they find out and what in the current status. So if you look at the Fragility State Index, the report for 2023, you will see say we dey under high warning. And how that the work is that you get different categories where they put people them, or they put the different states them based on their performance and based on their ranking. So you get some states them where they under the very stable. Then they under that ranking day, and simply because of some of key indicators them where they don't meet. So you get states them where they under sustainable. Then you get state them where they under very stable state. Then you get more stable state. You get stable. Then from there you get states them where fall under warning. That is according to the fragility assessment. Then you get an elevated warning. Then you get the high warning. So under the high warning, now the Israelian fall. Based on the, of course, high warning, meaning much needs to be done. Now the Salon fall. And if you look at the rating, you go see say we get 80.4. Because according to the other assessment, the higher the number, meaning you need for do more. Somebody go on for such of no when anything there happened. You see, when you get state issues or you get issues with governance in affecting some of the things them here, you know they rule them out. You know they forget about the social effects. You know they forget about the economic effect. Simply because when anything there happened, we only get the social impact of it. And it affects it negatively. And when you look at the social aspect of it, of course, we all know that it affects we education, it affects we health, improvement around that, and even in point of electricity. And with respect to the economic effects where it get on we, you notice it affects businesses. And when it affects businesses, investor confidence, they be affected the same as the sale. So as it is now, we dey under high warning according to the Fragility State Index report of 2023.
According to the reports, Salon dey under high warning. And we asked this morning, all this, now is it because of political or social issues?
Well, you get a whole lot of mixed things them way they take into consideration. A whole lot of things the way they take into consideration and assessment them way they do. You see, running a state, you get a whole lot of things. You just need to look at one key factor as such. Then get for look at basic services in terms of the availability of some of them basic services them, whether they are available. And you get for look at a whole lot of issues as such, the citizens them, you know, in terms of even the peace of the country. You know, say as a country, all of these get an effect even on the image of the country. So normally in most of we advocacy as campaign for good governance, we can make them known for say yes. Some of them things there where they happened, it just not they affect the state, but it affect we as citizens. Because it get a whole lot of implications. Where we believe, say, as a citizens, we need for such of critically look at and see how best would able for respond to some of them things them day. Because one, you just say with a drop when it comes to we assessment, like the peace index, when anything they happened, and even like the more Ibrahim index. And you just say if Afrobarometer do any assessment right now in terms of the country, you just say the citizen and perception. They really drop. Right. And we can be of a high concern. And beyond that, it also they affect the tourist where for come to the country. Because nobody will go on for come to the country, we get some concerns, way much more need for be done. And even the citizens them, some of the colleagues them when they did at the diaspora, then come on back, they become so affected. Right. And more so, it also affects the brain drain because some people in PC, then for their environments, were very, very conducive, an environment where they believe, say, right. Then for able for come and really contribute. And when this happened, it affect the professional body because most people ever contribute, they go help right. Other countries. So I will can talk later on some of the causes.
Yeah, I may ask Keke during the start of the program. This not the first time for we get 10 kind issue there, the August 10 and other 10 them. What do you think is missing? We don't get 10 kind issue there constantly.
I think one of the basic thing is that we still experience poor social cohesion, especially among the citizens, where that a very, very, very key concern. And in the situation wherein you notice social cohesion to become a problem, it really affects state governance. Because even if the government, they do well, some certain people, because of their beliefs or whatsoever, will just see everything as not being appropriate, and it go vice versa as such. Then also when resources, I say this not for now, but like this has been the problem over the years. When I say over the years, I mean over the years. When resources not equitably distributed now a country, you will see say all this they show of a concern, and when public concerns are not well addressed or appropriately, all of these now like issues them weak in the country. When state institutions them, citizens them feel say the state institutions them not they provide the required service. They provide service, but when they feel say in their own estimation that they provide the required service, it can be of an issue. Of course, when you begin to notice the shrinking civic space can be also an issue. Then also, and this is more serious, when personal interest, party interest, they surpass state interest. Just as Keke mentioned, this is the only country this where we get. And being the only country where we get, I think the collective responsibility where we get at the state is that now for say how best at least we'll be able to demonstrate nationalism. Now for say how best at least we'll be able to demonstrate a situation wherein the state interest will surpass beyond individual interest. So now if you watch in we press release, we say kudos to the citizens of this country during this November 26. If the citizens then will come out, like by now, a different thing we talk as a country. But you see, the citizens did not take the call. And for that, we sit down there as patriotism. And we sit down there as a lesson where people then land. Because nobody, no one go through the 1991 war. The conflict will happen now, will result to the loss of lives as such. So you will notice when political interest they surpass national interest, all anything they come up. And when citizens then feel what belong to them or what in the entitlement, them basic services, they know they get them. It also they become an issue. And when you get a set of people believing that they are marginalized or they are being oppressed, and also they become of a concern in the state. So, then above all, make I just mention this, please. The drugs, we don't become the order of the day, now also a concern for this country. And I think we need for see how best at least we're able to address some of them things in there. So you get them key indicators them where such of when you begin to notice them, it becomes of an issue.
When we come back, Sakendema, we look at the serious factors then we don't raise as the reasons for some of the things them where the country they go through. You mentioned weak state institutions, public trust, you talk about personal and party interests, you talk about inequality and also marginalization as some of the reasons them over the years. When we come back, we continue for look at these issues. The program Good Morning Saloon will go for a short break.
UTP, Union Trust Bank, the game changer don't come. As we the lead, others they follow. And just with your mobile phone, you will transfer and receive money with ease, speed, and safety. UTB don't make it possible for collect money na ATM machine without the ATM card. Now that's we call cardless ATM. You, the UTB customer, go send money to anybody and deposit and collect the money na any UTB ATM panel without any ATM card. All it can do now for just enter the reference code and collect the money. The UTB copper in safe day. With this UTB copper, any UTB customer can transfer copper with a mobile phone to anybody up to 5 billion loans. And with the reference code, the person can go to any UTB branch and collect the copper. Union Trust Bank, we dey here for you.
The program na Good Morning Salon, where they come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Inside the program, this morning we take one of our headlines to read them inside the President, Dr. Julius Madabio, don't call on citizens them not for agree for unconstitutional change of government and self-condemn the attack we happen November 26 this year. Well, you know, Kabia gets more and gonna report.
According to government, the November 26 incident will be happen a country na attempted coup and soldier man them be lost their life and plenty part them be one serious one. Now for sake of this make government been putting them in place for protect the citizens them and one palleting them where government been put na the coffee order and other security measures them. Outside the President Julius Madabio been talk to citizens them for sake of this incident. Where this be make over the weekend, the President Julius Madabio been talk to the nation for the second time back for sake of this incident. Also in give updates about how far government day for sake of the investigation and self-assure citizens them of their safety. The President been start first for tell us to the family them of the one them where they be lost their life and self the one them where they in a hospital where they take treatment now.
We sadly mourn the tragic loss of our gallant officers who paid the ultimate price in defense of our peace, security, and democracy. Our hearts and prayers go out to the bereaved families during these trying times. And we pray that the souls of the dearly departed rest in eternal peace. We wish our wounded comrades in hospital a speedy recovery. Thank you for your bravery in defense of our democracy. Fellow citizens, investigations conducted so far by our security and intelligence community strongly indicate that the November 26 infraction was clearly and unambiguously an attempted coup d'etat. Their action was premeditated and coordinated and was executed to unseat the democratically elected government by violent and unlawful means, topple constitutional order, and reverse our decades of investment in peace and democracy.
In carry for talk about how far the security sector they now for sake of the different arrests them where them be make for these incidents.
Some arrests have been made since and full investigations have been launched. The Sierra Leone police released a list of wanted persons on November 28th. I strongly encourage citizens and non-citizens to provide useful information that will lead to the arrest of fugitives and aid the investigations. Fellow citizens, this attempted coup is taking place exactly 5 months after we went to the polls and exercised our franchise in an election that has been widely acclaimed as the most peaceful in our country's post-conflict electoral history. To seek to overturn the people's will by unlawful means is the gravest and most unpardonable of sins. To those who sought to disrupt our democracy, let me be clear, you will not succeed. Sierra Leone, the land of unity, freedom, and justice, is a multi-party democracy underpinned by values enshrined in our 1991 Constitution.
The president say, with all the challenges the country gets, citizens them in say for long term now, don't they stand together for maintain the country in peace and democracy.
We are a constitutional democracy with an avowed commitment to honor our laws above individuals, political parties, and religion. As a nation, we have made tremendous progress since the end of the gruesome 10-year civil war 21 years ago, when we lost over 50,000 precious lives. As a nation, we have suffered from the scourges of the Ebola virus in 2014, 2015, and most recently, the COVID-19 pandemic. We weathered the horrendous mudslide of 2017 that led to the heavy loss of life and property. One thing remains constant through all of these grave challenges since our nation gained independence: the resilience and determination of our people, the hope of a brighter future, a future of peace, justice, security, and dignity for all.
Now, all NTA make President Bio say, in government no go mix politics, tribe or region for investigate the November 26 attempted coup.
Fellow citizens, nations that have made great advances have been able to do so because they chose certain fundamental pathways to development and have consistently followed these paradigms. Over 2 decades ago, this nation chose peace and multi-party democracy as our strongest lever for progress and development. And I urge us to stick to these pursuits. Our commitment to democracy, justice, and the well-being and safety of our citizens remain unwavering. Good citizens of Sierra Leone, as a nation deeply rooted in the rule of law, let me assure you that no matter the provocation, our response to the events of November 26 will be measured and determined along only one parameter: the rule of law. Nothing more, nothing less. The attempted coup will therefore be dealt with by my government purely as a law and order issue, not a political, tribal, or religious matter.
President Bio say, government go look the evidence the way they get fine one, and the law go bet anybody we get hand by this incident.
Therefore, let all be rest assured that we will follow the evidence wherever it leads us, and all those found culpable, no matter their status, shall be held fully to account for their actions within the confines of the laws, while at the same time also recognizing the wider demands of justice and freedom. I thank leaders all over the world and our bilateral and multilateral partners, including ECOWAS, the African Union, the Commonwealth, the European Union, the United States of America, the United Kingdom, for standing by us at this challenging moment. Above all, I thank you, the citizens of our great nation.
We all NTA make him be call on citizens them, not for grief or unconstitutional change of government. Say no to any attack on the country in peace and democracy.
Your President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, I repeat my call for us all to come together and embrace the values of peace, stability, and democracy, and reject every attempt to divide us through violence and unconstitutional means. I call on all citizens to say no to unconstitutional change of government, no to any attack on our peace, security, and democracy, and no to any person or group who chooses to put their personal interest above our collective national interests.
President Julius Madabio end up say, in government go continue for put more measures them, where in say go protect citizens them na the country and self protect the country in peace and democracy. For Radio Democracy, Kabia the report.
The program is still listening to our Good Morning Salon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. If you just join with today inside the program Good Morning Salon, we ask if Salon they face political threats. Well, inside the studio we get the acting executive director, Campaign for Good Governance (CGG), where Nasa Kendema, and also Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education, Yusuf Keke Thomas Sandi, where then they said the program they help for discuss this issue. You see, before we go to Sakendema and take the insights, then they be that about for read the list of people that we don't arrest so far. For the listening public, you can give you the list now.
Okay, no, I just want to give you a summary of the arrest them. Like una self know, police we don't pull release them. Persons of interest when I wanted people away that they look at because of the incidents were happening. But so far, on the arrest, 57 arrests have been made so far. Out of them, 57 people away don't arrest. 37 of them na military personnel them, 10 na civilians them, 4 na dismissed soldiers, people away them they don't dismiss na the army, 5 na serving police personnel them, and then 1 na retired police officer. So the bring the total to 57 people we're going to arrest so far, and obviously the investigation they carry on and very active.
All right, so one arrest we this being told in social media you go confirm with for we get for do it by Mamoud.
Okay, so exactly now I make I be talk say the first issue that this not a political issue, and I make we also appreciate and welcome as a government when the main opposition APC where them pull a press release, where then condemn this incident will happen. So this not get nothing for do to politics. Like what president say, who side the evidence they lead, and regardless of anybody's status, would make sure say the law they taking cause. So what's happen? So after this Sunday incident, when I know say the police then be pull a press release on the Monday, when at the 27th say they do man hunt for the people when at the assailants them. Now one of them assailants there. Then call her Mohammed Kodia Jallo, where in fact they don't dismiss na the army in 2019. This person, according to the investigation where the police they carry on so far, which we know so far now that this person take active part, but what happened on Sunday. When then they search for them people there, then go find this person now by Mamoud Os. It did it with 7 pairs of military uniform them. You understand? So therefore, the police don't all this assailant, this person where they look for, and also don't detain by Mamoud for questioning, you know. So this they tell you say, this investigation or what happened, nobody's been targeted. They target no politician.
No.
You understand? Waiting we they try for make sure that for do say any side with the evidence there. Who side lead, who side go. You understand? The law where the president don't say will take in full course. Because like he say, this investigation is going to be determined by the rule of law, regardless of person status.
All right. You mentioned say the investigation where governments they do or security sector they do when I know they target nobody. Mm-hmm. But we may understand say the president being point finger on the opposition. We make the APC party self-impul press release. But when we get Alpha Kanaya, we say president not say APC direct, but it say opposition. So if the president say opposition, then you say una not the target people. You not think say una they mix up the mind of people.
Well, I'm happy you say Alpha can be there. We're not the spokesperson for the president, so I actually don't clear that day. Now, obviously, waiting president what he say was just narrating incidents that will not happen. He make mention of the August 10, and we all know August 10 what happened. And we know there were certain people where be the insights, whether through audio, through video, people for make them create unrest in this country. So waiting president be they make reference to instances that will happen in the past. You understand? Where people have been associated with certain political association. So now president be they make reference to. You understand? But like I say, as a government, we welcome the APC, them press release them pool, and we also they encourage every political party or anybody will get information as well relating to them people there where they can attack with democracy and one for can overthrow the government, make them give the police the information, and whosoever the evidence go, we will make sure say the go take necessary cause.
As Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education, you can confirm or deny to the public if there is any arrest made in McKinney last night in search of opposition members then host them.
Well, you say last night, as I did this morning, I don't get that information there. But like we also don't say, we they do mopping up operations, with the investigation is very active. So we mean say whether person in McKinney, whether person they Kenema, whether person they Kabbalah, whether person they Falabao, any side the person they in the country. As long as police get information or police get anything where connects the person or where show or where raise any suspicion, I think say it could be of interest to police and police go find that person there. At the end of the day, like I want to say, and like the president also make it very clear, this all they do now for make sure say we get for protect with democracy. We get for make sure say we protect with peace and with stability. Because at the end of the day, we all get that collective responsibility and make even you as citizen. If you know or hear about anything where relate to the incident where happened on the 26th, you back get a duty, civic duty, for inform police, so we go do the necessary thing.
We see such on the Ward C chairperson in Os, we in Akasha Holland Kona Watalo, and also another honorable from the opposition, we in Kaloko on the same Watalo. And also, you don't mention about the arrest of by Mamoud, an executive member of the opposition. Apart from them, such there also, and the arrest we don't mention, do not get any names from the opposition where they under detention with regarding the incident on Sunday.
Again, I'm not going to comment on police investigation because I know not to me work.
No, just the list of arrests. I mean, the civilians them we arrest so far.
Well, the civilian then they just give me a number of people we a figure. So I don't say 10 civilians. Instead of 10 civilians, they obviously I don't know the specific names of people, but specifically, obviously, I know about by Mamoud because obviously now somebody with old position at the APC, so therefore no say as journalists now of interest owner, But all what they say is that and waiting the investigation one for do now for make sure say we really target anybody. This is not political. This is not because of who's I person come on. This we make sure say like waiting presidency we follow the evidence, who's ever the evidence go, and regardless of who ever na the person in status we get in this country. We for make sure say if the evidence points to you, police go investigate. If police investigate and get anything, obviously the rule of law and the law will take in course.
Before we go over to Sakene, a quick one, Keke. From last week Sunday to now, we know how the atmosphere of the country is. Now, from the angle of government, how this don't affect on our revenue generation?
Well, it don't affect us seriously. I mean, I make when people do them thing there, not just because you get motive or you get determination and say you are overthrow the government of the day or President's bill, you not just to do harm to the government or the president. You do also do harm to, like we say earlier, you do harm to the image of the country. Because remember, since 2018, President don't come. President don't invest a lot in terms of rebranding the country image outside. People overseas that we know we country, for instance, from the starting of the war, Noah for Ebola, all the negative things that they. But we don't come since 2018. We don't try for rebrand the country. Make sure say people establish the country as the country where the champion human capital development, a country of peace and stability. But the incident here will happen. Definitely it is disturbing because if the country shut down, economic activities don't carry on. When we say government go get the required revenue for make government spend on social services, on schools, on hospitals and few things there. But also investors be done there we want cancel on. Because remember we always say this place is attractive, people learn for calm. When people tune on television, they watch CNN or watch BBC or watch Al Jazeera, they see na streets. So German and the old gun, they fight people. Nobody they get confidence to invest in that country. So now we can always say the effect of them tear with them people like them rock people they can do is so lasting at the country. So me say you get for take time back for can go convince investor for go talk to people that can invest to make them come back to the country. Okay. So it really don't affect obviously government operations, but the president say government is moving on, government is running, and therefore we determine for make sure say this country we go maintain the peace, stability, but also carry on government's program.
Continue for stay with we inside the program. Yusuf Keke Thomas and the Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education. Quick before we come to where us to get to go for short break inside the program. Good morning, Salon.
Use cement when a superior quality. Cement where they give you value for your money. Cement where they settle your wahala where you can get pan cement business. Cement where they show you the strangeness usai in matter. Cement where meets international standard. And that's not Dangote 42.5R grade 3 export land limestone cement. When a good quality and best cement na the country. You know see when me building Timap Ticket and Tranga, Dangote 42.5R grade cement na the highest grade pan cement where you know the fan no side for buying na the country. No say you deserve the best quality grade cement. Where then test and confirm say na the best. No make them tell you. No settle for less. Buy Dangote 42.5R grade cement for pull yourself pan kotat, losses and wahala. Dangote 42.5R grade cement na the best among the rest. Baby, you don't hear the other samba where GT Bank get for we?
Wow, now wetin GT Bank get for we?
Na GT Bank no more can do am. You know Yegi say GT Bank they give free airtime or data? Just listen to this. Anytime where you go collect money, whether send for you via Ria Money or even MoneyGram service, now any of the GT Bank branch them all over the country, GT Bank, they give you free airtime or data. It tell like you know Yegi good. I say anytime where you go collect money, whether send for you via Ria Money or even MoneyGram service, now any GT Bank branch them all over the country, GT Bank they give you free airtime or data. Me self no go left behind. I they go collect me money one time where they send for me through Ria Money service and Sally Ion where they send through MoneyGram service for make we self enjoy the free airtime or data where GT Bank they give. GT Bank, it go better you bank with we.
The program, Good Morning Salon, will come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Still inside the studios, we get Sakendema, Acting Executive Director for Campaign for Good Governance. Sir, inside a press release, una mentioned say una want to see independent and impartial investigation into the circumstances surrounding the security breach. Now, how una civil society go make sure say una follow up some of the investigation here so that waiting on a mention no go show into this?
Yes, so we keenly follow up the investigation of what the incident we will call November 26, and we follow them simply because this now of a high concern. You see, after the civil war, a lot of investments be on the security. For see how best at least then be able for address security concerns and security issues. So if we begin see some of them lapses them, and we begin see some of them things they occur, I think is a worrying to the point that we all know about the DISEC, the PROSEC, and even the formation of the ONS. All of these now for say how best at least will address some of them security issues them. And beyond that, in most of the security them, we get the intelligence wing. The intelligence wing that then security them all now for able to see how best at least then able for detect some of their early warning signs them and proactively respond to some of them thing them here. So if August 10 happened, we'll not see any proactive measure, a worrying as a country, and the security of the country will become a concern. Then again, if November 26 incident occur back, they will not able to see any warning and for take proactive mentions is also a concern. And what make it more concerning is that the side where they attack now one of the most protected places in this country. When are the security, so the ammunition then they. So imagine if that side and they can be evaded, and if going through what they are the that then side and they CCTV camera no they, that make a more worrying. Because I believe say CCTV camera not we can get in any shop. You get some the way at just 2,000. So I think some at 3,000, 4,000. So getting these things them and put them there, I think a very, very key because it's able for help. And what it make it worst is that at this moment, we get hardcore criminals. We don't left the prison, within the community. So you go see, say, you go the worker, you had no call because of the hardcore criminals and within they. And as it is now, we yet for understand or for know how many ammunition they out. You see, the little I know about security is that when somebody gets a weapon, it can be easily traced. Simply because even a bullet you get, they able for track a bullet, then able for know exactly who are the person. This side where then go break into, that is country insecurity, Andy. So and now weapons and they out. How many weapons and they out? Nobody know. And what's bad is that if they go use their weapon, them imagine that one of the bullets them yonder, it could be very difficult for trace the person of would I use this bullet here, because it comes back to the state as the state bullet. So it becomes worrying. So now make we mention in we press release that we they call on the government for see how best at least then be able for investigate this thing here, taking into consideration the rule of law and taking into consideration human rights issues for me and do them independently. Because not only when we do them independently, now we objectively now we able for know the true cause and what the result to this and what it need for be done as such.
All right, sir. The issue of investigation where you mentioned, now one way people believe say anytime we government say that they set up investigation for let people know within can come out of the investigation on one issue. For example, the fake degree, the Pademba Road, the Tombo and other one. They up till now the public don't know waiting the inside some of the investigation. Then which one I want to see different this trip concerning this particular investigation?
I think this for this are of interest because now of a state concerned, and we all now we own concern because it got to do with we own security. I think what happened 1991 to 2002, nobody no one for go through that. And I make most time we can take with time for talk to the post-war Pekin them. I they call them post-war Pekin because some of them not really experience the war and some of them not really witness the war. So most time, their way of addressing things can be different from the one them we go through the horror of the war as such. For make them not be so eager for instability. Because when it occur, it affect. So now make you notice say, even in with press release, we appreciate the citizens. Because what it help we, to be very honest, with this incident will occur, now simply because the citizens do not come out, and because we get more loyal security forces them, we're able to respond promptly to the incident. Otherwise, like from now, a different TV. So an incident of this nature need thorough investigation. And when the investigation is done, we are not get doubt in because the president don't measure them over and over that a thorough investigation will be done, and also it will be done. And when it is done, it got to be a public material for public consumption and for public analysis. Okay. And we'll be so interested in some of the recommendations and way they come out from that investigation there.
Kisa Kendema continue for stay with you inside the program in the acting executive director campaign for good governance CGG. We'll come back to take the opinion and the messages of the people that they send now with Facebook page and also now with 077-9819-9819. Continue for send you comment and you message them in their numbers and day and with Facebook page. Inside the program we look at one of the headline story we say the senior information Education and Communication Officer and Audit Service Salon, Martin Sandisi. From 2020 until now, the Salon Civil Aviation Authority not agree pay the but 3 billion loans for the pay and NASIT for the workman them we then get for pay to the National Revenue Authority. A talk this for sake of the 2021 audit report and institutions them we no degree comply to audit reports. Well, I look inside this issue and put this report together. Well, inside the program, quick, we go for a short break.
From the US and UK? Well, TransferPay is here for you. TransferPay is a leading money transfer platform that offers zero low transfer fees with the best exchange rate that allows your loved ones from the US and the UK to send you money right here in Sierra Leone. You can collect the money in any TransferPay payout location nationwide or through a mobile wallet or bank transfer. So, what are you waiting for? Choose TransferPay today and send or receive money with ease. To send money, download the app on Play Store or Apple Store or visit the website at www.transferpay.com. You can contact us on 074 639 031.
Talk about an uphill battle, 2,000 acres acres of beans and cattle.
Exhibition.
Who's won this again? All time you get use.
Now, local content in partnership with ILO, they present the end of year trade fair and exhibition, where they begin Tuesday, 5th December 2023 and go end on the 7th December 2023 na New Brookfield Hotel, na Jomo Kenyatta Road. Usai the public go get opportunity for buy wetin you don't wish forget this Christmas.
Look where Agui is. I know about the exhibition and I don't ready for bye-bye for this December fix.
Inside the local content and ILO trade fair and exhibition, we go see farmers and local business people who go exhibit the agricultural product. You want to find it per mind from Kenema?
Come na the exhibition for you original Bulgari.
Come na the exhibition for that you fresh pepper from Putzloko.
Come na the exhibition.
And for you vegetables.
Come na the exhibition. Also you go buy and meet with farmers and the business people where they work for Help Feed Salon.
So save the date, Tuesday, 5th December 2023, 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock evening. The place go down open to the public for come by buying at the exhibition.
Wednesday the 6th and Thursday the 7th December 2023, the exhibition will start 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock every day.
As the December don't come so, you no need for worry for you fresh and you fresh everything. Come support Yon. Come support local content with support from European Union. Now local content in partnership with the International Labour Organization, they bring this message come to you.
A quick one, we go with the Senior Information Education Communication Officer and Audit Service Salon, Martin Sandy. Say from 2021 till now, the Salon Civil Aviation Authority not paid about 3 billion loans for as payee for them, payee and NASIT for them workman them to the National Revenue Authority. It took this for SECA, the audit report and institutions them we know they agree comply. For more on this, I put this report together. Audit Service Salon get the mandate for do audit on government institution them for no other institution transparent and accountable pan the work within they do. And inside the 2021 audit report for circa the 2020 fiscal year shows say the Salon Civil Aviation Authority now one of the state institution them where no they payee and NASIT for the workman them, but waiting at this payee.
Payee na part of the tax revenue where domestic tax department they collect. The PAY now a tax where the employer they deduct from the salaries and emoluments of the employee. After that deduction they are bound by law for pay that money they back over to NRA 15 days after the month done where it do the deduction. So in other words now payments where not to the employer money. Not to the employer money, this time the employee the workman money. Now your own contribution to state governance, a money where they take part workman in salary as a support for ensure say government able function.
That's na Ibrahim Sori Kamara, Senior Commissioner, Domestic Task Department na the National Revenue Authority, NRA, Martin Sandy, na Senior Information, Education and Communication Officer na Audit Service Salon. Explain what in the Audit Service Salon FENOT, but the Salon Civil Aviation Authority inside the 2021 audit report for SECA payee and NASIT for the workman.
When will be the Audit Civil Aviation Authority for the year 2020, we be realize say payee tax and the NASIT contribution will amount to 1,180,815,433 loans, back again with 1,238,895,810 loans respectively. That's now for the payee tax and the NASIT. We realize they've not been paid the money then they to NRA for that particular financial year they went at 2020. So we be recommend to the agency say they suppose for take action and pay them money then they immediately, because then they not to their money, not to their personal money, therefore pay them according to the laws.
From 2021, where Audit Salon make this recommendation, make I ask Sandy if the Civil Aviation Authority don't pay the over 2 billion loans, where then get for pay to the National Revenue Authority.
Well, since what we recommend, we not get any documentation to the effect for sure say they don't pay. Our mandate stops at reporting to Parliament, and the Parliament don't submit the report to the Public Accounts Committee, who would expect say for take the necessary action against the defaulters them.
But what in this mean for workman them na the Salon Civil Aviation Authority? I turn again to Ibrahim Sori, Senior Commissioner, Domestic Tax Department na NRA.
And a crime on the part of the employer inside for deduct PY and not pay over to the NRA. And one way that money they affect or that inaction there or the part of the employer failing to pay PY on behalf of the employees, it also make the employee look bad, as if the employee not meet the obligation. And we don't get several instances away. Some employees that they come to NRA, they need tax clearance certificate, they want to get visa for travel. So many times when they can come to we, if the institution they where they work for not be done, they pay PY on their behalf. They tell on them, they're not able to get that clearance as if they owe the authority indirectly. So that is a serious offense.
This action, according to Ibrahim Sori, not only get impact on Wokmandem na the Civil Aviation Authority, but same way so get impact on the economy and government development agenda.
Many times we can find it very difficult for me to a personal income tax target. Because find it difficult for me to a corporation income tax target. Because these are monies that always can form part of the overall target of the NRA. So any institution will fail for pay the money that to NRA implies say it undermine NRA achieving an objective of meeting even the target. It will affect the government in delivering to employment assistance to the people of Sierra Leone. So it's really not healthy, depriving government from carrying out its function.
Waiting at the position of the Anti-Corruption Commission on issues like this, I reached an integrity host our Il Freeton and meet with Patrick Sandy, Director of Public Education and External Outreach.
It is an act of wrongdoing. The law provides that institutions will get staff the need for do the deductions, as we then can call them, pay as you earn. And so if you not do that one day, it means you are in breach. The Anti-Corruption Commission Act of 2008, as amended in 2019, also get a provision wherein it is stated in section 48(1)(d) that any person who fraudulently or otherwise unlawfully fail for pay any taxes or any fees, levies, or charges payable to any public body, or effect or obtain any exemption or reduction, abatement for payment of such fees, taxes, levies, or charges commits an offense.
According to Patrick Sandy, any government institution where them fail not say, not they comply with audit reports, now felt for the Anti-Corruption Commission.
If the audit report don't flag and say these institutions not pay the PUIE and it is confirmed by the NRA, definitely we ensure they pay. And definitely once they are in the audit report, ACC don't take action, we don't look at them, we analyze them, and we ensure that the institutions make payments to the NRA.
But why the ACC not take them up with Salon Civil Aviation Authority for pay the over 2 billion loans where audit reports say then get for pay and NACIT for the Wokmandem since 2020 we they not pay. Patrick Sandy again.
Well, I'll not go be specific with the aviation authority. What they say is that when these reports come, we investigate the circumstances under which you not make the payments of pay. And when it is established that in actual fact you not make those payments, then we now go instruct that you make those payments to NRA, or otherwise we will take action as an institution.
I try to get from the Salon Civil Aviation Authority on this issue for know their own position on the issue of pay and NACIT were mentioned inside the 2021 audit report for circa 2020 fiscal year, where show say they need to pay and NACIT for the Wokmandem, but not been get person for talk to. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Musa Kamara, the reports.
The program na Good Morning Salon will come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Still inside the studios, we get the Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education, Yusuf Keke Thomas Sandy. Now, Keke, waiting at the way forward as a country we need for do?
Well, I think the way forward, firstly, after this incident, investigation they carry on, and investigation where they carry on, we assure the people and send an investigation where not will be targeted to anybody. The investigation will go follow the evidence. But like the president say, on the address on Saturday, he say we all for come together as a country and as a people, so we for embrace the values of peace, stability, and democracy. And we all for reject, like we don't do on Sunday, on the 26th, we for reject any attempt where any set of people want to try for divide we through violent and unconstitutional means. And I think say that's something where we for use going forward, because at the end of it, like I say, this now one country there with one people regardless of whatever views you get, regardless of whatever side you day, salon na one. Okay. And me feel say this is an opportunity as well for make every citizen make them cooperate and support the investigation, because like Sase earlier on, we also this the show side we get prisoners them or detainees their way then they out. So we mean say it's a serious security issue. So therefore we encourage citizens them for make them give information there. We go lead for me they arrest some of them. We also thank the one themselves without return themselves na Panemba Road where feel say na a good show of the civic responsibility.
Quick one, key messages them time not understood again do but na key questions them to we guessed them. This one say Sir Kendema made mention of inequality, weak state institutions and also personal and political interest. How can we address that now for Sir Kendema? This one they say, please Keketoma, can you confirm the arrest of some people, mostly APC members yesterday in Makeni? We start with okay, Usman.
Okay, quick one. Section 29, subsection 3 of the 1991 Constitution say the curfew cannot be sustained beyond 7 days without a state of declaration by the president, which be approved by 2/3 majority of parliament. People ask, say the curfew overlaps. So
quick one.
Would you expect anything today?
Quick one, Usman. This
in terms
one
of lifting.
Quick one, Keke, before we come to this one from Israel Ojeke Papa Senior. They say, compare this attack breach of security to the history of coup attempted coups since 1967, 1971, 1976, 1981, 1997, and their dynamics. This 26 November incident does not fit within. Breaking into Pademba Road prison is not new. 1992, NPRC, 1997, John Paul Kroma, etc. In those related, prisoners were given arms. This time, prisoners were walking out of the prison as if they were coming from watching a football match. So then, messages that are quick. We'll start with Sir Kendema.
Yes, thank you very much. I think the way forward for address some of them things one get for do we get an opportunity now. The constitutional review process they go on, and I think we need to continue with that so that at least we will get a constitution we will respond to most of them concerns them where people may don't raise over the years, because we believe say the 1991 constitution no really need a thorough review, and we need to continue with that. Okay. And secondly, I feel like it would be ideal if institutions work more so that at least we will get systems and processes, because only when we get systems and processes and we get institutions and working more, some of the concerns them where citizens and the raise go able for be addressed. And we need we need the availability of services, because for every state so far, these are some of the issues them where citizens and the raise services like electricity, services like water, health. I think government need for pay some attention to that so that we'll be able to improve on what already exists. Then make I not just cut off this one is that I think proactive disclosure of information is very, very key, because most time when citizens are not proactive, when they not get information, what thing they do is that they go into assumptions, and when assumption come, what is the result of misinformation? And when misinformation occur is that then just they send them, and when the keyboard warriors and get down there, they not can be really good. Then the security, I think we need to invest in more into the security for make we take early warning very seriously, and the intelligence wing of the security, I think they need for really work so that at least we will get an issue of Augustine occur where we will not get any early warning. The November 26th we will not get any warning. Then the citizens back need for come on board, because for more able for run the state effective and efficiently, we need collaboration. That's the role of all need for play.
Thank you very much, Sir Kendema, Acting Executive Director, Campaign for Good Governance. CGG, I come to you, Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education. Quick one.
Well, obviously, say not to me power for decide on whether coffee or coffee no day. But I also want to say we, as government, we recognize the provisions of Section 29. within the Constitution and the procedures where he provide for where he states. But since Sunday the 26th, I think common law also provides say there's what them call a doctrine of necessity. Doctrine of necessity simply means tell you say certain time and the way government therefore take action for also uphold rule of law and few other things there. And one good maxim where in fact the former Chief Justice of Pakistan, where he be propound, he be talk say that in 1954, he be say that which is otherwise not lawful is made lawful by necessity. So we mean say the law provides say certain thing and there is sometimes not lawful, but because it's necessary at that time, you know, the law presume and say lawful.
Okay.
So obviously I know say when the president decide based on the advice we get from the security whether we for continue with the coffee or not, I know say we go inform the public.
Thank you very much, Yusuf Keke Thomas Sandy, and this edition of the program Good Morning Salon de Lefi. Plenty thank you to the studio guests them, Yusuf Keke Thomas Sandy and Sir Kendema, the acting executive director campaign for good governance. Plenty thank you for joining me inside the program.
Well, I good all the content of the program. Good morning, Salon. We come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Plenty thank you to Michael Sambola and Okabia Web for put the program together with Mange Mansari. Plenty thank you to DJ Kemawigi technical support, Joseph Songa, Jaffa Mans Davis, and Fatmata Samura make on us live na Facebook. So till we meet another time, my name is Usman Kamara. Bye bye.
And Musa Kamara, have a wonderful day.